We've been freaking tearing it up with Mike and I. We have a condo under contract in Everett. We have a condo under contract in Kirkland. And we got a new listing coming on board next week in Linwood. Beautiful 2-story home, 3-car garage. And
that doesn't surprise me, but imagine what would happen if you guys really started to think about doing this thing full time.
We're just toying around with it right now. We're thinking that maybe we want to get into real estate.
I got a call yesterday from a guy wanting me to put my sign in front of his house.
Okay. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning.
Good morning. I had a great day at business planning yesterday. Thank you, Jermaine and Megan. And for those that were unable to attend, again, next month on the 17th and then December 8th. Those are both Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30. Is there a topic du jour that we'd like to begin discussing, or something around marketing to improve our effectiveness in the field or around the office? The table is open.
I would like to know how Todd Fallman door knocks.
It's pretty straightforward. I saw the video. I understand the shoulder, not looking threatening. I've door knocked. In fact, my very first sales career was Kirby vacuums.
Wow.
So,
really?
that's where I got my first taste and flavor for sales, and also door knocking. And so, okay. So first of all, he had a couple of different things, and he had something to hand out. That's great. If you don't have anything to hand out, then have something that's important, that would have something, some talking points. Always carry, like he said, a notepad. Okay. If you have door hangers, have door hangers that are specifically, for you, that have something to do, and maybe a special about why they want to give you a call back. If not, he had some really great information. It seemed a lot, but I can understand the psychology behind it. Had a nice little touchy feely there at the top. We have a piece that's coming out. I'll be making an announcement at the team meeting next week to bring people through the front door. Now that we have the sign and those other 2 trees have been knocked down, we have extremely good exposure, and we're doing some ads. You'll hear it now. You'll hear it again later in the hometown values, where we have a half a page on the inside, first inside half page. That's going to be going out to 40,000 residences here in Snohomish County to bring people in through that front door. And I bring that up to say that you need to have a welcoming message. And what he had reminded me, what we'll see here in the ad, we have where neighborhood. Sorry, my phone's going off. Where neighborhood and community and business connect. Where family, community, and business connects. So Realty One Group Orca, we just took a half of our slogan. Instead of be you with us and family, community, and business, we just said where family, community, and business connect. So we have that, the touchy feeling. Go ahead and borrow that, use it, for your own purposes. But I really enjoyed what he had when he handed it out, sort of went through, gave the demonstration about what's available in there. Ask the question. I love the question. It sort of sounds like all of us here. Is there something that you plan on doing or have an intention of doing some real estate in the next 6 to 12 months? Naturally, we are always anticipating a yes, but we're prepared for the no. And when the no does show up, which we're going to have a lot more of those, and we are yeses, so we prepare ourselves for the no. When the no shows up, okay, what do you say next? Well, great. Hey, would you mind if I just simply keep you informed in the real estate happenings here in the neighborhood? Well, sure. Okay, great. What's your name? Okay. And the best email that you'll be checking, that you check frequently? Perfect. I'll be sending some information. Make sure to take a look at that pamphlet. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks a lot. In and out. Love it. Not a lot of wasted breath. Oftentimes the conversations do come up, they get a little lengthy, and if you are, you know, one of us that loves to talk, oftentimes we get encircled into a great conversation about kids, about our kids are alike one another, and my gosh, we didn't even know that we were in the same city when we were growing up. You know somebody who I know. My gosh, that Mustang in the driveway is beautiful. I love Mustangs. And then you burned away 20 to 35 minutes having a conversation because that's who we are. But you've also missed major opportunities based upon a conversation on a Mustang that's not going to get you paid, which they already like you to begin with. So oftentimes, we get engaged in these conversations subconsciously because it is easier to do that than the pain of going to another cold door. I got somebody who likes me that is talking to me. Oh my gosh, great. And all of a sudden you look at your watch, my God, I've spent 20 minutes at this door. This person is going to stay here for freaking ever. And my prospecting time is now up. I'm going to go back, but hey, I had a great contact. And so anyways, just be aware, for those me who love to talk, I have to catch myself and say, oh my gosh, look at the time. I have some appointments I need to catch up with. Hey, look, it's been really great speaking with you. Or like, oh my gosh, my phone's going off. I always keep the phone in the back pocket. I have it on vibrate. I'm expecting a phone call. So hey, thanks a lot for this great conversation. I'll be shooting you some emails. Take a look at that. If you need anything, give me a call. And then I'll find a way out. Because sometimes us talkative people have a difficult time saying, I want to end the conversation because I got something else I need to be doing. So it's very similar, Mike, to what he was doing, depending upon what I have as a deliverable at the door. I always like to go with something regarding the latest activity in the neighborhood. Now, that is dependent upon whether or not that neighborhood, my phone is just really going crazy this morning. It's really dependent upon if this is going to be a neighborhood in one of my farms, in my farm area, or is it just something I want to jump in, try to find some deals because I have an open house. That's a different conversation at the door, an open house conversation versus a farming cold door conversation versus there's activity in your neighborhood I want to inform you about. That's a different type of conversation. What I really appreciated is about the psychology a little bit about having your shoulder turned. When I knock on the door, I like to knock as a neighbor would knock. I don't use the doorbell. Neighbors and friends don't use doorbells. They knock. And it's always a okay, or a little bit of a rhythm. And they're thinking, knock, knock. Everyone knows, dun, 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 dun. And in your head, you're like, knock, knock. Okay, so sometimes, I'll sort of play with that at the knock at the door. And then I'll knock one more time and then listen because I'm standing close to the door here. The reason I'm standing close to the door is they see, I can't see, never mind. I'm trying to listen to if I can hear people moving inside the house, somebody approaching the door. And so when I hear them approach, I take a couple steps back. But I like the idea of maybe turning my back a little bit and pretending I'm busy doing something. I don't know.
My biggest thing is, being 6 feet, bald, big guy. I look like somebody who's serving them with papers, and so it's like, I feel like, I was even talking to my wife about it. She's like, yeah, she says, I love you. But now that I'm thinking about it,
Okay, I'm going to interrupt that process. And I'm going to highlight something that you said early. It says, I feel. Okay, so that's a projection. Yeah, your size, the shape of you, carrying papers. I get that. But I would erase that completely and just be you because that's who they expect is you. If they have that perception, I will bet dollars to donuts, and I don't really know what that means, but I love both. Um, that the minute they open the door and you begin your presentation, that evaporates or that goes away like a fart in the wind. Okay.
You know, one thing I would say that yes, while you may have a physical demeanor, your natural read on you is really positive because you just have a real positive. You always have a smile. You just have a natural
Yeah.
positive vibe about you. I don't, me personally, knocking on my door, I don't get the negative connotation that you think you put out. I think it's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
I
So
agree
I
with
would,
Todd. I'd put it out of your mind.
yeah.
My first impression of Mike was that he was really upbeat, easygoing, and a chill guy, easy to talk to. So, and I just met him like what, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
So look at all that
Yeah.
affirmation you're getting. Okay. Now your head is really big. It's hardly, I can, how can you fit it in that Hollywood square that we see here? Okay.
Didn't mean to turn it into the mic show. Sorry,
No,
everybody.
no,
No,
that's good
no.
because we all, no, what you're saying is we all have these perceptions of ourselves
Yes.
regarding our size, regarding our color, regarding what we're wearing, regarding what day of the week it is, regarding what time of the day it is, regarding our experience, regarding how we feel, the value we have in our tenure in the business, regarding our insecurity of not knowing what to say. Oh my gosh, if we were to accumulate all that and bring that to the door, I can understand why some people find it real difficult. Me, I may be different than everyone else because I just flip a switch that says I don't give a shit. I flip my I don't give a shit on, and I just go. And if I mess up, I know I'm going to mess up. I know I'm going to mess up. I've messed up so bad on presentations at, hey, yeah, I screwed it up. Okay. Whew, that's done. I'll never do that again. Okay. So, I mean, screwing up big time on stage in front of like 400 people, screwing up. Okay. So, if it's one person at one door, please. Okay. So, God, that was embarrassing. But yeah, it had to do with flatulence. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, the scripting portion is important. Scripting. Practicing those plays, but then again, doing it over and over and over again. Please don't expect um, instant fruit on the vine in 1 or 2 sessions, or sometimes even 2 to 3 weeks. It takes time to get used to this process of lead generation. It goes back to anything that we've been talking about here in sales development, whether it be eating from the buffet of open houses, cold calling, home buyer education events, cold doors, for sale by owners, expireds, canceled. At first, it's unnatural, and then we learn it, and then it becomes more natural, and then you do it with all the muscle memory, and then you're just going in it. But you have got to get there, and by the time we stop 3 feet from the goal, chipping away in the mine, chipping away in the mine, chipping away in the mine, and someone says, there's gold. You get a little couple flakes, and it keeps you excited. Okay, you're going, you hit a vein, you may get something that's really exciting. Oh God, so it keeps you coming back to the mine, but you're never really getting really what it is you want. So you're following this little thread, just getting little nuggets that keeps you enticed, and then you're like, forget about it. I've been doing this for freaking 4 weeks and nothing happens. Without knowing the next couple chips, okay, everything unfolds. And this is a true account from miners who bought this gold mine, who abandoned the mine, and they didn't know they were 3 feet from one of the richest gold veins. It goes back to the acres of diamond. If you've never heard that story, the acres of diamond by Russell Conwell, I believe. This guy went on a quest in Africa, uh, sold his farm, like 100-acre farm in Africa, on a conquest to find diamonds. Well, what he didn't know is that the person he sold it to found these really gorgeous looking rocks, and he put them on the mantles of his home. Somebody came and visited this farmer who had just recently purchased this and found these really nice, good looking stones. Said, "Do you know what you have there on your mantle?" The guy goes, "No, I just like them. They glimmer and they're shiny." He goes, "That's one of the largest diamonds I've ever seen in my life." Turns out that was the richest diamond, the richest diamond mine in the world in history. So sometimes you just really don't know what you have, and you're not there long enough to really discover what it is you have. And that goes with any form of prospecting. So you're not going to be good at it until you get at it and be consistent. So let's hit some scripts. Let me hear some scripts. Let me hear some scripts. Don't tell
Can
me.
I go second? I would like to do a script, but not for door knocking, for
Yeah.
the follow up after a open house that was mentioned yesterday.
Yes.
But I would like to go second. I'm still getting ready, so I'm like 30 seconds away from being prepared at my desk.
Okay, Megan, you ready? Celine.
Hi.
Hi. Why don't you give Mr. Jim Scott a call, because Jim Scott visited your open house over the weekend.
Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, this is Jim.
I
Yeah,
can't hear you,
you're on
Scott.
mute,
Or Scott.
Jim. You're on
Jim.
mute, Jim.
I see Tim
Oh.
Scott.
Let's hit that button. Hi, this is Jim.
Hi, Jim. This is Celine Williams, Realty One Group Orca, Dream Team Brokers. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself, Celine?
Awesome. I was the real estate broker that you met at the open house last Saturday, and just kind of wanted to follow up with you, see what you were thinking on putting an offer on the home.
We went and saw 4 different properties. Can you refresh my memory?
Yeah, ours was the really cute blue one that was staged perfectly, really clean, had these stainless steel appliances, 1,400 square feet with 3 bedrooms.
Yeah. No, it's one of those deals. It had electric baseboards. The yard, we're looking for a fully fenced yard. I know that's something we can do, but yeah, that particular property just isn't up our alley.
Okay, no, I completely understand. It is a gorgeous property, and I'm sure it's not going to last very long. What other properties, or what's kind of your criteria? I'd love to help you. Me and my partner can, we know the area very well, and we can take you out and show you some beautiful homes that would fit you and your family just perfectly.
So long story short, we just kind of started this. We were just driving around, saw the open house. Just kind of figuring out, we were renting and just kind of figuring that maybe home buying is our rate so low, this might be our opportunity.
Fantastic. So you're first-time home buyers?
Yes.
Oh, we love first-time home buyers. They are our absolute favorite to work with. And that, there's nothing like home ownership. And we think that you deserve home ownership. So we're really excited for you. Have you already started the pre-approval process and started working with a lender?
I have not.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, usually that's step number 1, and the reason why that's step number 1 is because you need to know exactly what the top of your price range is, and also what kind of lending that you qualify for. Because not a lot of people know this, but not all homes qualify for every type of loan. And I say, first-time home buyers usually do FHA, there's conventional, VA, and we have a couple preferred partners, lender partners that can help you, and together we'll team up and help you every step of the way.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to my BECU. I bank with them and see what they had to say.
Yeah, no, BECU is great. They're great for being banks. I think that, you really want to focus on a mortgage lender. And the reason why is because they work the same hours that we work. We are, we're doing the work after hours. You're working 9 to 5 and I'm doing 5 to midnight or weekends. And that's the same with a mortgage lender. And they really have a deeper understanding and better insight on rates and, just really taking you on, and they'll be your dedicated lender the entire process. Whereas with a bank, it's kind of a cube farm. Your file gets passed around. You don't know if they know what they're doing. So we always prefer our preferred lenders. Of course, you have a choice, but we love our preferred lenders and recommend them.
Okay. Yeah, let's plan on getting together later this week. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Would Tuesday at 4 p.m. work for you?
That'll work perfectly.
All right. We'll
Can
see
you
there.
meet me at Starbucks?
I can meet you wherever you want.
Perfect. Yeah,
Awesome.
let's do it.
See you there. Thank you.
Step closer to that $100,000 bar.
Let's go.
Right here. It's still here. It's still here.
Give me that payday.
That was really good. Thanks,
Yes, it
Celine.
was.
Thank you.
Yes, it was. You handled it beautifully. I thought threw a couple curveballs at you, and you swung them out of the park.
I think Jermaine's already primed up, ready to go.
Yeah, my hair is in a ponytail. I'm good to go. It's out of my face. Let's roll.
Woo! Okay, Jose.
Putting the hair up, Jermaine?
It's only because I can't stand it in my face.
Jose, can you unmute?
Yeah.
You visited Jermaine's open house over the weekend. Jermaine, go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jermaine Hargrove with Realty One Group Orca. I was calling for Jose Zaragoza.
Who's speaking?
This is Jermaine Hargrove with Realty One Group Orca. I was calling to follow up with you about the open house on State Avenue in Marysville this weekend.
Okay, I saw a few there. I saw like seven open houses that same day. So,
We were the blue house with the really big guy.
oh, okay.
Do you remember me now?
Yeah, I remember you now.
Awesome. Well, based on what you had told me in the open house and how your home search was going, I was calling to see if we could meet sometime this week because I'm confident I'm the best agent to help you in your real estate home search, as well as save you money in the process. How does that sound?
I think we're about to, pull a trigger on one house that we actually liked. So
Oh, man, that's so exciting. What's that address? You can just give me the MLS number if that's easier.
it's 12356.
Oh, 12356. Give me just one moment, Jose. Wow, that is a beautiful property. So what about that property stood out to you?
It's fully fenced, for my dogs, and then it's a rambler, so it's the same story. It's something that we're looking for, me and my fiance. So we're thinking of doing a dual agency with the listing broker, so so we can get a better deal. So we said we can lock it in.
I guarantee you they will make you feel like you are getting the best deal possible. But here's the truth about agency, Jose. My buyers typically get their closing costs paid, and I am a heck of a negotiator. One thing that I recommend is if you'd like, I can reach out to this based on what you guys are comfortable with and see exactly what deal that I can get you. Have you guys already looked at the property in person?
Yeah, we absolutely loved it. So I feel like if the listing agent said that we have a shot, so I might as well, go with her. She has a relationship with the seller, knows what the seller's looking for.
The seller does know what the seller is looking for. However, if you gave away too much information, there is a very high risk you could overpay for this house. Is that something that you'd like to do and start off in a negative equity position? Or would you like to start off knowing that not only did you get a deal in a seller's market, that you're going to be in a positive equity position from the moment you move in?
But it's also going to be a risk if I miss the shot and getting an opportunity to get this house.
Here's the thing, Jose. I do not lose, and I can give you 4 phone numbers of buyers that have purchased in the last 30 days who have put in less than 2 offers on their house. And so if this is a house you're telling me you want and you're serious about getting it, I can basically guarantee that you're going to get it. We can do a one-shot trick, and if it doesn't work for you, you can walk away and never use me again. But I'm guaranteeing you, if you're actually serious about this house, then I'm the person you want to use to make sure you don't overpay.
All right, Jermaine, I'll give you a shot. If this doesn't work out, I'm gonna block your number and not deal with you again and leave you a bad review.
You do that. So the first step is I know you've already seen it. I'm going to reach out to the listing agent today just to start that round of negotiations. And then I'd like to go see this property with you as well so we can get an accurate value of what you should pay for this house.
All right, that should work.
All right. What time works for you? I'm available after 3 o'clock.
That should be fine. 3 p.m.
I'll see you at 3 p.m. and I'll send you a little Google Calendar invite with a map as well, even though you've already been there.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Talk to you later, Jose.
Okay, I'll hire you, Jermaine, to help me buy my house.
I don't think
I just need one shot, right?
you haven't heard that one. Dual agency, baby.
I've never heard that before.
That was a good curveball.
That was fantastic, Jermaine. The pacing and the leading, being flexible and adapting to the environment, and not showing and not hearing any fear or concern when Jose brought something up. You addressed it, you acknowledged what he was saying, and then gave him a direction to go in it gave him a pathway to go into a different direction that would ultimately satisfy his highest need, and then attached your service to that. Excellent job.
Thank you, Todd.
Excellent work. Excellent work with that. I don't think anyone wants to go next after that. So, Jermaine, could you break down a little bit more about what you did in that dialogue?
Yes, in a Cliff Notes version, objections are when the selling starts. And so the first time a customer tells you no, you should get excited because they didn't hang up on you. And as soon as your mindset is excited about hearing objections and things that are potential no's, it's literally the customer telling you, I would love for you to tell me why I should work with you. And it's an at bat, which is the hardest thing to get in real estate, are at bats. So when he says, I want to use a listing agent, fantastic. I know all the reasons why you shouldn't and why you should work with me. And then I always call her my old mentor, but she's only 10 years older than me, Molly Kraft. She called it Tai Chi of selling. And we used reversals in very simple language with buyer's benefits, including logic and emotion, what she called, what did she call them? Personal wins or personal values. And so whatever the objection is, you're concerned about going with a listing agent, maybe the very reason you should work with me, because I'm going to get you the best deal possible. That's a promise. The advantage is something logical, is I'm going to save you money. And the real value, the personal win, is you can have peace of mind knowing that you're having a negotiator on your side as opposed to overpaying for a house, and then always finish with a trial close. How do you like the idea of saving money? And so it's just filling in the blanks. I think the 4 parts are make a promise, state a fact, logical, personal. And then you just get really comfortable with practicing those scripts and even practicing with silly things. I think I annoyed everyone in my household when I first got into sales, literally like, hey, you should drink Dasani water because it hydrates you. The advantage is you won't be thirsty, and the real value is you're going to be in a better mood because hydration is the key to happiness. And you practice those quips and handling objections, and then you just get excited and sound confident in front of the client or customer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's what Jermaine has just demonstrated in the first part of that. It's another term for that is called level shifting. Level shifting is you use their objection. It's a Tai Chi. You use their power to demonstrate that you have something else to share with them because of that. Hey, because you are thinking about working with another agent, is exactly the reason why perhaps you would want to work with me, and here's why.
The critical part, the one part, is if I was giving myself feedback that I didn't do was verify the objection before I went into selling.
Yeah, you're excited about that. Your rate of speech was a little hot going in, because that was just because of pure excitement. But at the end, I think that I think Jose understood that he had been heard.
Actually, that's one of the things I liked about yours, that you were a little more quicker pace. You just kind of cut to the chase, rather than embellishing it.
Absolutely. Well, I've got to jump off. I have a meeting here in about 30 minutes, and just want to wish you all a really awesome, fantastic day. You are investing in your futures, and you, by being here, are investing in our futures as well. So I get a lot out of this every single time. And Doug, you weren't called on, but you're going to be first. You're going to get first called on next week on our next sales development. You're going to be first. Okay.
Great.
Okay. So,
No pressure, brother. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
yeah, you're going to be first next Tuesday. Okay. So just be knowing that. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody real soon. Take care.
Thank you guys for doing this.
Bye.
Have a great week.